It's a demo for a game called Carnival Massacre. Which I haven't tried running yet. Got me asked to set up all the captures for your demos. Yeah, I feel that. This button should just do its thing. There we go. Carnival Massacre. Because I love these these PS1 style horror games, and I don't know, this just showed up and I thought, why not? Ooh, voice acting. Your CPU reaches 90% with OBS open. That's scary, man. Actually, this laptop's pretty powerful, but I still have had to do a lot of things to be able to do this and stream and have my wiggly hands and everything. It's also... It's not that loud, is it? It's just loud to me. Harley is fine. I found this booklet in my backpack when I woke up in the car. It has the caption, "To help new players." Really weird. That's nice. I don't think it's supposed to use a controller, something tells me. Oh no, there are joystick controls. But they don't work on this menu. Oh no, they do. Wait, what? Wait. How do I... Oh, there's no back button. It seems to just be using whatever the mouse was on. Right. So, name Harley, age 19, occupation, black rectangle. Harley has always been a troublemaker, often snooping into things she should have stayed out of. Despite this, her father taught her how to use all kinds of weapons, which combined with her unpredictable behavior makes her a dangerous personality. That seems like a really good idea, doesn't it? There's Chloe, age 12, occupation student. According to her parents, Chloe was always a good-natured, obedient kid, the polar opposite of her older sister Harley. Despite their differences, the two sisters got along very well and were inseparable. You have to go out to 720p for now. I see. When aiming with your weapon, a laser appears indicating where you're targeting. Yes. If an enemy sneaks up behind you, press S while aiming to perform a 180-degree turn. There are save rooms. If you get stuck, pinwheels mean there's something important nearby. That's interesting to know. Holly's always been a bitch. Redacted. And here's some stuff. Well, that's fun. Alright, Harls. Is this our... Okay, shift makes you run, but I don't think the controller's support is really quite there. I'm gonna use mouse and keyboard. It feels like that default Unity stuff, you know, where it's like it just doesn't work. This place needs a desperate visit from a garbage truck. Tank controls. It is indeed tank controls. Dad's car. I borrowed it. Mom and Dad are out of town anyways. They won't notice. Damn, Groon's got me, like, checking cones and stuff now. Pebbles Wonderland. Now open. This sign didn't age well. So what, this kid's decided to go and visit an abandoned theme park, I guess. More people should do in-game manuals like that. It is fun. I like it. The manual is a lost art, and they stopped doing it to save paper, really, and other such things. But it's still cool to include that in the sort of classic style, in a tactile-esque way. Ah. This is how 925 Survive almost would have started, with entering Dollywood. Did I ever play Tunic? I actually didn't. I understand that, yeah, the manual was kind of a big part of the mechanic, but it was really pretty, yeah. It's the game that was on my list and I never got around to. There's actually a lot of games like that, wouldn't you know? There's that game #Blood came out, and I really wanted to buy that. But I just don't have the time right now. I almost bought it, but it's a little much for me right now. We've got with Extra Life coming up. Someone's ugly van is parked here. That's mean. Yeah, the manual in Tunic sort of reminds me of some of the hidden stuff in Fez that was to do with... Fez has like 3 different languages built into it for super secret stuff. They hide it in plain sight and make you go, oh fuck, when you find it. I love games like that, when you just like, it was so obvious. You just didn't vibe with it. Yeah, that's a shame. The shutter is down behind the tape. Alright, well we're gonna ignore the rules because we're a bad person. We're a bad boy. We're a bad girl. We do what we want. And also that guy's alive.
Welcome. Ho, 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 ho.
I wish I were big. That's a shotgun. Hello, sir. Oh, this is the save thing. No, there's no point in saving here. Oh, I just accidentally saved, I think. No, I didn't. Okay, perfect. Chest for storing items. A lever action shotgun. I guess this is mine now. Why is he so big? Save. I like that. Seek answers. And then it's like save.
Little girl?
Oh no, she looks older than you.
Stay away!
Oh god. What's this? Shotgun shells. Yeah, I'll take those. That seems good. Oh no, don't want to get trapped in a corner. Not with this strange woman following me around with a knife. I'll buy some soda. Oh. I don't know, I feel like just pulling a gun on someone like this is a little bit extreme, but I could quite easily walk away. There's a subliminal messaging. Oh, spooky pumpkin. What are we doing? You just got off the back of Death's Door when you played Tunic. The combat was from a similar perspective, so you just slipped right into it. I see. I've got a couple of Contra likes and stuff in my library that maybe one day I'll play one of those. I just don't know what I'm in the mood for most of the time, and UFO 50 is really doing a good job of solving that problem for me because I could just play anything on there. Robot's arm is missing. The lever cannot be pulled, but there's the pinwheels that says there's something there. Oh, hang on, let me just grab this token and then oh, Oh, there's an item up there. Sorry, madam. If you don't mind, I'm stuck. There we are. Will you take the health spray? Yeah, sure. Right, how do I, Looks like it used to be an air gun. I thought maybe I should... Is there just a random body here? Yeah, sure. Right, I might have to do this now. Alright, you just murdered a woman. How do you feel? Take the knife. You couldn't care much about achievements or trophies, but I could see myself eventually cherrying everything on UFO 50. I have been thoroughly obsessed with trying to get the cherry on Party House, because I played Party House for most of the day, yesterday afternoon at least, most of the afternoon, and to get the cherry, you have to get 5 consecutive wins in a row on the random selection, which, you know, if it gives you a selection that just is extremely difficult to win with, it really fucks over your streak. So I got to like 2, and then it gave me one where there was just like no characters that gave me money or popularity. It was just fucking terrible. Nearly everyone is praising Party House as the best one. It's good. It's just a deck builder, but it's a really well put together deck builder. Yeah, your mileage may vary, but I love a good deck builder. So, so now we've got a flower garland that we took off a corpse, and we are going around murdering people. I started playing Diver, which is a hard sell because it's like initially it's very grindy. That's a kind of Pocari sweat, I just realized. That stuff is great, by the way. Yeah, it's really grindy because it's about you going down in the sea, and then you've got to like basically just farm XP and money and buy better gear so that you can go slightly further and find things. So it's a really slow burn. But I don't mind spending an hour on it every now and then and progressing. I think cherrying that one is probably just going to be a case of finishing it, or at least I hope so. Mini and Max. I know about Mini and Max. Mini and Max is the one that people say is the best game in the pack, and it's like... it's really, really cool. I'm actually looking forward to that one, and the other one I want to play a lot is a pilot quest. Mr. Pebble says you need to be this tall to enter this ride. So I dig the Carnival vibe. It's a good setting. And of course it's the classic kind of puzzle action survival horror game, so I know what I'm doing. I'm looking for an arm to get me in there. What's that? The items glow. That's nice. What is the camera angle? Oh, I think I see. Do you know what genre pilot quest is? It looks like a Zelda-like base building game, I guess I'd put it that way. The pinwheel's up there. Have you seen the micro games? It's an idle game too. Yes, it does. It works while you're playing other games. So it might be better to get it going while you're doing other stuff. Perhaps. Perhaps. The problem I have with that one is I started making videos of the mod, didn't I? I guess we'll just have to accept that the videos I'm making are not always going to be my first time playing the game, and then that's fine. But yes, it definitely probably would help to start that one probably first if you wanted to min-max the pack. Excuse me, ma'am. Holy shit. Wait, what just happened? I pressed use on that and the screen went dark, but... But yeah, I mean, there's games that are like Divers is so long. It's just a long game, and so I'd rather be... Interesting. I'd rather be a little way into that before I do a video on it. Otherwise, it's just like the first hour is not that interesting. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Ew. Wait, what? Sure, why not?
Only one way down, I guess.
Did of course do the video for Night Manor. That game was tremendous. That was basically Shadowgate meets Clock Tower. Never go full James Sunderland, no. First you're jumping through strange holes, and then you're James Sunderland. I hear Silent Hill 2 is really good. Actually, the remake. How are we doing, madam? Injured? Well, you're not dead though, are you? Wait, this takes up a slot in my inventory. What the fuck? It makes me feel stronger when I wear it. Huh. Yeah, we'll keep that. Oh, it's gone. I just like noped directly into that spider. I'm getting a lot of ammo for various weapons, actually. Ah, really? You are dead. That's on me, I guess. I could have healed. Ah, another way back here. Okay, well, we didn't really achieve anything anyway. Men's bathroom. Should I take the flower crown? More days. Goddamn giant spiders. There's a couple more games in this style that
Welcome. Ho, 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 ho.
are kind of in the process of being built in the background on my wish lists. Do you guys think inventory management in survival horror adds anything, or is it just annoyance? depends, doesn't it? So I know that people got annoyed at Signalis for having 6 item slots. That's actually more of a thematically appropriate reason that they did that. It's like a lore thing. But for me, the only annoyance with it was having to choose what items to carry and like then having to constantly be backtracking to pick up ammunition and stuff like that. In a game like Resident Evil, basically the way I would do it is this in a modern day, is I would give people a separate inventory for guns and ammo, but I would only let them have like 2 or 3 weapons. Maybe 2 weapons. I think the reason that inventory management was a thing in those older games was because they didn't want you just carrying all of your guns around and being unstoppable. And other than that, I can't really see a good reason not to be allowed to carry key items. Crow Country does this really well because there's only 10 key items in the game, as far as I can remember. So you can just carry them all.
Little girl?
And it lets you carry all your weapons as well, which is kind. But also, the ammo is scarce enough that it doesn't feel broken when you do that. So yeah, I'd say I would be okay with an inventory management system for the weapons and healing items, but I think key items should be left out of it. But it doesn't bother me that much when I'm playing like an older game. They should have their own space like a keyring, yeah, like literal keys. Always. Like Resident Evil 2's like, oh, you've got 4 different keys here, and they're taking up the same amount of space as 2 rocket launchers. That doesn't make sense. Tokens. Ow. Part of me feels like imagine like, yeah, smaller items, they're key items. You've got like a backpack or something, right? So they'll all fit in there. Your guns are on the outside of the backpack, so you can only get like 2 at a time. And then if you have to do something big, like, I don't know, a giant valve wheel, maybe that can be in place of a melee weapon until you get to use it. That's tension and a kind of desperation. Yeah, that you're not being able to pick anything up is very annoying. It's not so bad when there's item boxes around. Like Resident Evil, one of the benefits of having a limited inventory is forcing you, one of the benefits of having a limited inventory forcing you to go back to item boxes and store things is that it also makes you retread old ground, and then they can put new things in there. Like new jump scares, you know, new zombie encounters and stuff like that. But like, again, that's sort of like much of a muchness. It's like, oh, I found all this ammo, but now I have to use it to get to the item boxes. Give the player +2 temporary slots that slow you down or make you shoot or reload slower. That's a nice idea. Like, allow you to take the extra items, but encumber you. So the Signalis devs, they did 2 things to solve their... Like, I didn't really have a problem with it, but I do recognize that it was kind of annoying at certain points when I just wanted to pick all the items up. Wow, I'm getting the flower crown. That's not worth 2 bullets. And what they did to solve it is one of the items that basically I had on for the entire game was this Oculus implant, and they made it so that that doesn't take up an inventory slot now, which is good. But the other thing they do is now they allow you to choose your own number of inventory slots, so you can have more than the 6, or you can have less if you want. You could pick up the flamethrower because of my fucking chess pieces. Yes, that was annoying. Like having a puzzle that basically is designed to make you not be able to carry any stuff, and then immediately throwing you into an encounter after that. It's like, that's mean. Are we injured? I don't have any health because I'm rushing through this. Oh, there's a healing item and a token. Those tokens take up space, that's also annoying. I'm sorry, what? The tiny little jack-in-the-box man shooting machine gun at me. Can I have it? Oh, I've got good shotgun shells from that though. This is the dress those puppets wear. What an ugly dress. Can I not have this? That is an incredible enemy. I did... Yeah, credit where it's due. I did not expect a tiny man in a jack-in-the-box with a machine gun like demonic toys to start shooting at me. It totally caught me off guard. So I have to leave these rifle ones because, well, I'm already carrying them now though. I might as well. Let's put them in the box. We'll sweep the area, grab all the stuff and put them in a box. That's how we do games like this. It is nice, like we're talking about how we can modernize the item slot system, but this is done in the traditional, we'll call it fashion, so let's treat it thusly. This carnival is like really easy to get lost in. Surprisingly so. Okay, swan boats. Homemade soft pretzels. Just an ice box. It's a lovely box. I gotta go dump all the ammo in the blue box. When I'm done, you know, scouring the environment for stuff. Token? Yeah, you're right. This is what I'm also. It's just like kind of my same opinion there. It's like, yeah, they are supposed to make you make decisions on what to take, and it completely makes sense. But ultimately, it really just makes you backtrack, which is not necessarily useful in any way other than stretching out the time in the game. I like that there's a copy of another PS1 game in the bin. That might be another one by this dev, I wonder. I like the cat, the sad cat in the music. Meow. Don't want to go inside yet. I feel like, oh good. That'd be bad. There's a lot of pizza boxes on the floor in this carnival. It was preordained. We thought it was a creaky hinge. It probably is, but I like to imagine that it's a cat. Meow. Wait, can I climb this? You're young and athletic, right? You can get up there. No? Oh, damn it. Okay, like we've covered this kind of area now. I'd like to save before I go into any pinwheel areas. That's mean. Right. Gotta watch out for them bear traps that they put around the carnival.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yes, take those. I guess did we know? I guess from the flashback we're assuming that she's come here looking for her sister or something. That's what I'm gonna guess right now. Trying to think of an underused setting for survival horror. It's difficult, isn't it? Because it's easy. Like hospital is kind of an easy setting. Carnival, there's something inherently creepy about these places anyway. I love a good carnival setting. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it is one that's like, it's right there. Submarine, yeah, that's been done at least once with Deep Fear, and then I don't know if there was one in Overblood. I don't think so. There aren't as many of this kind of game that just straight up takes place in a mall. You've got Dead Rising, but outside of that franchise, I struggle a little bit to think of other games that just take place in a mall of this ilk. Plenty of space station ones, of course. Alright, let's put these away. Let's put these away. Let's put the manual away because I didn't realize that actually took up an inventory slot. And then I will save. Ironic, really given how impactful Dawn of the Dead was. Indeed. First area of REO is interesting. You haven't seen a train before in survival horror. Silent Hill. Yeah, like Silent Hill 4's got trains, but you pass through them, whereas RE0 you're actually on the train, right? I stand by that is that along with the RE1 remake are the best looking survival horror games. You can keep your modern ray tracing and 3D environments, that's fine, that's all well and good, but those pre-rendered backgrounds look so good. Especially the remastered versions. They're just crazy good. Needs to check out Still Wakes the Deep. Yes, it's set on an oil rig, and actually, I was thinking about starting that this month. I was thinking about starting it today, but I decided I'd do something else instead. I gotta go get the flower crown, that seems good. Yeah, it's a good idea for saying, because you can do, it's like Metal Gear, right? You can do anything you want on an oil rig. You could just make up spaces. And they're all gonna be like grotty industrial bases. Oil rigs are already inherently dangerous. So they have that going for them. Will you take the 9mm ammo that was in the filing cabinet? Yes, I'd love to, thank you. This is, I'm assuming, America, so I completely suspend my disbelief that there's bullets in a filing cabinet. I think that's probably normal. Shade thrown. The gate is chained. Chloe might be on the other side, so we are looking for her. Yes. Can I get Pocari Sweat to heal myself? I could get real fake cola. Yeah. The Thing had a snowfield. Yeah, I always go back in my mind. There was a game on like the first haunted PS1 disc that took place in a snowfield. You're just a little kid wandering around, and I really liked that one. Cold Fear. Does that count? What about like apartment blocks, like a tenement building? I've seen a horror movie that takes place in a tenement building, and that was really good. The trouble with things like that is like it's just one location, so most of the things that involve tenement buildings are games like Silent Hill that are set in a town. And what was that other one that I played last year that I think is out now? I played the demo for it. I always forget. There's just so many of these kind of games coming out these days. That was also mostly in a tenement building. Haunted House. Oh, that's fun. I wish there were more light-hearted ones. Like this style of gameplay has always like really been lending itself well to the genre of like horror, like proper horror, and everyone does like, you know, that kind of thing. But I just imagine like a costume quest kind of vibe. Like, this is what I really loved about Crow Country. Crow Country was super creepy, and it looked like the Gold Saucer. You know, it was like... It felt quite relaxing, the environment, in a way, and nostalgic, but it was also perfectly creepy, and it did a good job. Robot Song's missing. Okay. Maybe I should do a playthrough of Crow Country on stream, but I did play it to death. I've done everything there is to do in that game. Right, I think we need to go into that basement now that we have some firepower and some health items. Actually, should I buy some sodas just so I've got smaller recovery items? Aha! Wait, we can shoot it from that turret, so... Oh, why don't we go to the Tunnel of Love area? You consider kicking up costume quest for the 800th time, just for a palate cleanse. You was cheated out of an achievement? That's awful. Oh shit, I've had a thought. Careful now. A dam that is breaking over time. That's kind of cool. I guess you'd have to have a reason that you can't get off the dam, like maybe there's a collapse on either side of it and you're just... Like I would do it on a dam that's got like sections and you're just trapped on the middle one. And then you're working your way down through the insides. And as you're doing that, different parts of it are breaking and flooding. It could be quite stressful. There's SOS, or Septentrion, on the SNES, which is set on a sinking ship. And I thought that was a really cool concept. But I sort of don't want to play that game because it's... The gameplay is very frustrating escort mission on a timer in a world that constantly rotates as time goes on. It's actually tremendously interesting, but I just have no desire to play it. But I highly recommend looking at a video of Septentrion sometime. No, not yet. Not the spiders. We're going to, where's the Tunnel of Love? Is this way? The Revelations that starts you on a sinking ship? I believe so. I didn't play that much past that in Revelations. Because it was on the DS and I hate playing shooters on a DS. The whole building's flooded. I can't swim, so I have to find a way to drain the stinky water. There's also a soggy note. Yes, let's read it. Dear team, just a quick heads up. Remember to drain the water in the Tunnel of Love regularly. If we don't, the water can rise unexpectedly high. You can locate the main water valve in the utility shack behind the Tunnel of Love building. Thanks for your help. Some have made their way into the nearby men's restroom. Oh, I guess that's where we're going. Did they port that to a console? You can get it on PC now. I see. Maybe I should play that one day.
Only one way down, I guess.
The only way down is down, Harley. It can't be worse than RE6, right? One doesn't have co-op, but two does. Can I get through this giant gap? Don't know if there's a crouch button. I don't think there is. It could be fun to take a look at the co-op on that. It could be. Yeah. I'm still reeling over Outbreak. That was a slow motion accident playing that game. Oh, nice. That's very nice. Yes, will you take the yes? So, the shotgun you always have in this big slot up there, I guess it's taking up 2 slots. Can I not store that shotgun? I think I just always have it. I feel like I don't have enough space to warrant carrying more than just this right now. You'd like to try it again one day, but maybe with more information on how to play it. We just followed Pastry around and tried not to die. Indeed. I thought it was brilliant though. It's a lot of fun. Games like this should also let you use tokens from your inventory, especially if the box, from the box, if the box is right next to the save point, because if you die and then you reload, the first thing you have to do is put your tokens back in the box. It's not ideal. What's this? Okay. We're just gonna gloss over that living Zoltan guy over there. Hey. This time, McSpider, I'm ready for you. Kind of. Still don't know how to get that first aid thing that I saw. I think it's sort of around here. Will you take the yes? Making you pick up and carry around ink ribbons is the height of annoying / unnecessary inventory club. Indeed. Like, maybe you just have one ink ribbon and it's like your keychain, and when you get more ink ribbons, it's like, oh, you've got more ribbon on your spool, you know? Okay, here's how we're doing this. The spider is a little rough. Am I supposed to fight it? I think so. There's ammo here. It attacks way too quickly, it does. I think I died and then used a heal somehow. It's a demo. That was very funny. Yeah. Just a sec. I have this thing that's on my screen and it's not going away and it's very annoying. There we go. Oh no, my cursor is... Okay, there we go. I will... That was very funny. Okay, maybe... I think I broke it. I think I did a series of events that the game does not like. But I have saved it, so I'm going to reload. It keeps... I said don't capture this window, and it does it anyway. I'm curious about the spider. I want to try again. Maybe I need the gun because it's faster. But once I've got the gun and the ammo out, and bearing in mind I can't put the shotgun away because it takes up 2 slots. But can I think you just... Oh no, you can store it. There we go. That's better. So that takes up two slots, and I don't want that. This is much better. Yay! Episode 3 of Uzumaki is out. Hopefully the quality hasn't dropped off another cliff. I heard about that. I haven't watched it yet. I might actually watch that later tonight. But yeah, they were like under pressure from production, and they sort of made... Oh, sorry, no game capture. Sorry. I just put the rifle away and managed to get this situation going, which is much nicer. Yeah, I heard that Uzumaki situation, they sort of run out of money or whatever, and they decided that they'd rather release the thing unfinished than not release it at all. So it's sad because the first episode was incredible. This is like the whole Berserk situation all over again, isn't it? How do I get that ammo? I can't reach that from here. So go around here. Ah, there we go. We've been working on it for 5 years and delayed it twice already. Yeah, like... that speaks to a deeper problem in the... I guess just the production. Not just of like people... They're probably working crazy hours. Doing insane things to try and get these demos out or get these in front of people that wanted to see them, that had money, and then they're getting burned out and having to keep doing shit like that. It just sounds like it was not particularly well organized, if that's the situation that it's been led to. And I usually just blame whoever has the scheduling and the money. Because it's clear that the animators wanted to do good. I've only seen like one clip of it and it looked just astoundingly good. Okay, I don't think fighting the spider is going to work. But they give you plenty of runaround spots. The pistol is definitely better. It's much, much quicker. No. Chat. Done it again. You've got Mappa working there under absolute shit conditions, able to put up weekly episodes of JJK that look as good as they do. It's hard to justify 5 years for what we got with Uzumaki. It is a shame. So this seems to be like a soft lock, or when you try to quit the main menu and then you have to load the game again. I'm gonna give it one more shot. Double me. I've given up trying to fix double me now. It's gonna happen. Just let it happen. Okay. It's getting a little bit late for me. It's only 8:30. Oh, gotta do all this shit again. Alright. Store. Retrieve. It's a replicable, surprisingly replicable. Surprisingly didn't catch it. Maybe, yeah. Maybe they know about it and it's just one of those. With the Steam demo, it's not a world-ending bug, so we'll just get it out in time for whatever deadline. Like, it's not the end of the world, is it? This is probably like a 1 or 2 person team. Known shippable, right? Yeah. I mean, I said AAA games with bugs just as bad that are released. But yeah, y'all gotta maybe balance the spider a little bit because it feels like it attacks too quickly. It moves quickly for a start. Fast enough that it can actually catch up with you, but then it hits so fast. Maybe I don't need to kill it at all. And I could just leave. No, I have have to fight it. The door's stuck. Right. The trouble is, if it catches you, you basically have to use a first aid spray because it hits you so quickly that you can't run away from it. And then there's the whole reloading situation. Can I reload in the menu? That would be great. I cannot. Here's the reloading situation. Okay. Like, it doesn't seem like it moves that fast, but it just is. Okay, the spider doesn't move fast, but you move fairly slowly. There we go. We got it.
Can't be
It wasn't that bad. Just gotta take your time.
I feel like I'm going insane.
Hey, the door's unlocked. There we go. That's cool, we're in a new area. Mr. Pebble says, hurry up, Harley, and he's holding a severed head. Before I changed my mind. Fuck you. I'm surprised I didn't run back and save. I probably should do that, shouldn't I? I feel like I'm going to come up on the save point again soon. But, you know, got those passives to proc and stuff, so. Ah, damn it, there was another corridor down there, and I don't want to go up there right now. I'm going back down to the depths. Those passives ain't gonna proc themselves. They're more like encouraged random occurrences. Oh, right. Look, there's the guy. Hello. Do I do this? Nice. I'm glad I didn't fill my inventory up and then not be able to pick that up. Well, that used 4 bullet. So now I'm out here, I'm gonna save, maybe. Ah, but it's such a maze, though. Ah, fuck it. It's a demo. I'll go until I die. It's not like Thwomp when you use the shotgun. I know you're in here, I saw you. The nice camera angles in this part. This water was pretty deep before. I see you in there. It's one of those little guys again. Theater machine. Being able to hear all the enemies everywhere is a little bit creepy, because I'm not sure where they are. In a castle on a hill so high, a king and a queen ruled beneath the sky. While their love was strong and steady, the crowd was fuming with terrible envy. No, that's not it. Yeah, as soon as I get back into that corridor, that Jack in the Box is coming back. Oh, I think I have to get. Then came a challenger with a sword in hand, his eyes on fire, stood there with demand. He wanted the queen's love and the king dead, and soon both stood in front to fight till death. So you want me to undo all this, put the sword guy back, and then put the king guy back? It's this one. Why didn't we just put it the other side? Forsooth! Without gracing it, fate fooled them in the end. The mighty king and the brave challenger both end up dead, with only a weeping queen left behind. The once happy kingdom was covered in crimson light. It's constantly surprising how intrinsically the genre is to puzzle games. It is, and I'm always pleasantly surprised when a game comes up with good puzzles. I always go back to Signalis, but I loved the puzzles in that game because they weren't just solving the usual puzzle, but also they had like a tactility to them. Everything was like, oh, you've got to press buttons on a keypad, or maybe like turn some dials, or use a disc in something. Things like that just feel so much nicer to me. And I'm always a fan of puzzles where, like a RE2 remake, where you have to look at something in your inventory and like, oh, I pressed a button and now this box is open, things like that. I took the blue key. It takes up an entire slot in my inventory, as does the crown, which is on my head. So if I take the crown off, can I store my shotgun on my head? Or is that asking too much? Anyway, let's deal with... She does have a very tiny backpack. That was not really built for carrying lots and lots of objects, ammunition around. Alright, let's deal with the Jack in the Box who's going to attack me now. No? Horror City Builder. Is there a missing genre link? Yeah, I mean the closest thing to that is Frostpunk or Against the Storm. They're not really horror per se. They have a psychologically frightening element, I guess. You want something like like you're building, so like the game Loop Hero, but instead of it being Loop Hero, like the idea that you're building like vampire castles and stuff like this and creating an ecosystem of human zombie slaves, you know, things like that. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Or you're the guy in charge of managing Raccoon City after the outbreak. Oh dear. Yeah, let's just like... Again, I go back to this idea of like spooky games. I'd take just any old city builder, but instead of like real life buildings and stuff, it's like spooky horror mansions and villages and things like that, and then you have to deal with ghosts because ghosts are citizens too and they have rights, you know. The number of people dying is increasing and the number of ghost houses isn't enough to maintain them because of the werewolf outbreak. There we are. Pleasantly surprised to see the save room. Yeah, that's a fun idea. So this just went in a loop. And out of this entire interaction, I got a blue key. So I guess we'll see what else that blue key does. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't popped out. Maybe it's just a false positive. Did I save? I think I saved. Was there a door up here that I didn't use? No, that led to the... Maybe this key has a description. Somewhere at the Tunnel of Love. That's where that was. I'm currently in the Tunnel of Shit. I thought that light was an enemy. It jumped right out at me. This isn't the Tunnel of Mud. This is the Puddle of Mud. Okay. So somewhere in here, there's maybe another door somewhere.
I can't believe you every day. Please.
That cover of that song is not good. Probably one of the most covered songs that I can think of. Like, just everyone does it. Which means your competition is a little stiff, you know, if you want to do a really good cover of it. I don't understand what's going on here. There's the door with the pinwheel on it. But the key didn't work in that door. You know, someone thought it was a great impression. Like he was trying to be Kurt Cobain and that's what he came out with. Hang on a minute. Ah, I hate that. Just for the record. I'd hate it when they do that. I mean, there is a suspension of disbelief involved when they go, oh, this key probably goes in this door. I don't need it anymore. And then they throw it away. But the keyring thing would get around that. And at least with the heart keys, you can connect heart key to heart lock, right? So it makes sense that the character knows that to use that key on that door. But we made progress. We got the arm. And now we're going to shoot this Jack in the Box. I feel a little bit bad about shooting that poor little clown. He didn't deserve this. He deserved better. But I'm injured. Wait. It's so cute. It reminds me of like something that would be an Illbleed, but in Illbleed it would be like way stupider and goofier. Oh. Kill Jester. Thank you so much for playing. If you enjoyed, please consider wishlisting. I think I already did. I think it's got some cracks in it that can be resolved fairly easily. Just the spider thing mainly, and a couple of things that I don't love about the inventory system. And please don't make me go into my inventory and use a key on a door. But other than that, I did enjoy it. It's got good vibes. Good job. I look forward to seeing what comes of it. Well, there you are. So that was Carnival Massacre demo. So do I finish now or do I... Well, because I do want to get pizza. I don't have to get pizza. I do have food in. I could do that tomorrow. See, we've played all the spooky games I was playing. And I'm torn. You see, I'm enjoying taking a break from Yakuza. I have a PS1 game that I've been meaning to play for a while. Should I do it? Actually, I've got several. I have a list of PS1 horror games that I've been meaning to play for a while. But I haven't tested running them on this machine yet. So maybe I'll stop for today. But next time I have here's your options, right? Got Hell Knight, PS1. Vampire Panic? Was that it? Let me just double check my list of games. Where's my folder here? Also, this is like completely random. I just saw the folder in my hard drive. MDK released a new version of Hard Time. So that's worth celebrating. Let's see. ROMs. I mean, folder with legitimate real games. So yeah, March and Gothic. Hell Knight. I think it's Vampire Panic. Countdown Vampires. That's what I was thinking of. Countdown Vampires. And Dino Crisis 2 are the 4 games that I have pretty much ready to go. And I can't decide between them just yet. But I'm leaning on March and Gothic. But I know Countdown Vampires is going to be very funny. So, yeah. And then, of course, I thought about Still Wakes the Deep, but we'll see what the time is like. But for now, March and Gothic is underrated. I just know that it has some choice voice lines in it. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go and chill for the evening. I might play some more UFO 50 and think about food for a while. But thanks for joining me, everyone. Are we doing Resident Evil this week? Do I have to be up at 3 in the morning? I think that might be a thing. While you're here. Because that's going to affect what I do right now. If you're able, we can finish off Leon. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So I guess I'll be back, not on my stream, but on Maelstrom's stream in 6 hours or so. That gives me time to wind down and relax a little bit, and then I'll get my alarm set and we'll do that again. I have Monday off again, so it's not even a problem. Wait, Tuesday? Wait, why did I think that we did that on Sundays? Oh, of course. I thought that was tonight. Silly me. Okay, even better. I could just relax. Well then. Huh. Alright. Well, I'll have a think about those 4 games, but I'll be back at some point in the near future. I've been me, you've been you. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you around.